name is Larry Barton. I'm the co-chair of the Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, the YWCA event in Janesville, Wisconsin, and someone's calling me from behind, but I will ignore them, and we have a beautiful day here today. I want to thank everyone for showing up, and all the walkers. I think we're going to have almost 300 walkers this year, and that every year it gets more and more. We have more and more walkers, and the money we raise for this cause is exciting. It's exciting for the community, it's good for the YWCA, and it's a wonderful program. We'd like to think that we're doing some good things in our community to let people know in Janesville and the Rock County that we are opposed to domestic abuse, and the YWCA does such a good job with this program, and we're very excited to support them.
Hi, John Wangren. I'm with M&I Bank. I'm co-chairing the Walk a Mile in Their Shoes 2011 this year with Larry Barton. This is actually my fourth year as chairperson. We're looking forward to having 200 walkers this year. We're hoping to raise over $40,000. We've got a great turnout here so far, beautiful weather. Kutter Harley-Davidson is going to be a wonderful title sponsor and host for us tonight. I'm just really happy that everybody came out to support us. All these guys that are here are new ambassadors for the YWCA, whether or not they know it. And we just really appreciate all the community support, and we're looking forward to having a great time.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, I know most everyone here. My name's John Wangren. You guys are all great. It really means a lot to me that you guys are all here. Whether or not you meant to, everybody here tonight is an ambassador for the YWCA, and I appreciate that, and give yourselves a round of applause. This year, my friend Larry Barton offered to co-chair with me, so Larry's going to get a chance to say a few things too. Something really important to me is I want the opportunity to thank Lucy Anderson, Joanne Kutter, and the whole Kutter family for being an awesome title sponsor and being our host this evening. So, hey, Lucy's a hugger, so everybody here tonight, give Lucy a hug. All right? Let's give her a round of applause. Of course, we also have to recognize Granger, who's came in as our lead sponsor for the evening. We just don't raise as much money if we don't have sponsors, so let's give Granger a round of applause too. And of course, we don't raise any money if I don't have everybody out here who's out collecting pledges, who's out walking, who's ready to get a few blisters tonight. So thank you so much for coming, and let's have a round of applause for all of our walkers. So, Larry is really good at talking from the heart. I'm not sure how many cocktails he's had or not yet tonight, so he'll do it again later, and it'll be even better, I'm sure. But I'm going to ask Larry just to come up and say a few things, too, because Larry's been working really hard on this year. So, Larry?
I've been told that I'm supposed to ask you to quiet down so you can hear the important things we have to say. First of all, I have a question. Do you think my shoes are nicer than John's? That's what I thought. I have to be honest about this. I've already been offered money for these shoes. They come with the socks. The highest bid right now is $100. But after a glass of wine, you may want to offer me more. Thank you for supporting the YWCA, seriously. This is a wonderful event. I appreciate the commitment that all of you make to come here on a Friday evening, and admittedly we have a lot of fun, and we do have fun. We get blisters, but we also raise a lot of money for a wonderful cause. For those of you who've never been to the shelter, I would encourage you to make a visit. See what they do. It's just wonderful. I think most of the walkers you will find have done that and have witnessed the wonderful job that they do to support the women and families who are victims of abuse. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We're going to get this walk started.
All right, so it's really my honor tonight to invite Chief of Police Dave Moore up here to say a few things. Chief Moore really couldn't be a better advocate for the YWCA himself. Him and his entire force, but especially the domestic violence intervention team, I mean, they really make a difference. And of course, everybody at the YWCA, all the staff, all the volunteers, I mean, they're impacting people's lives every day. But these folks right here are the ones that are helping keep them safe. And I'm proud to have them here tonight. And I'm going to ask Chief Moore to come up and say a few things and to introduce these folks to you. So Chief Moore, if you could come up, please.
All right, Gracie Hall.
Quiet down, please.
Gracie Hall was shot to death by her ex-husband because she wouldn't reunite with him. Dwayne Rath was stabbed by a significant other. Susan Anderson was stomped to death in front of her children by her husband. Ellen Fuller was shot and dismembered by her husband. We still don't know what her child saw. Karen Tainer did everything she could to distance herself from an ex-boyfriend. And she still was tracked down and shot and killed. Jennifer Moranis left Craig High School for her lunch period to go to her home, only to find her estranged husband lying in wait, and he bludgeoned her to death. Supriya Benchichi was shot by her husband with 4 children in the home. And Erica Ostenson was shot by her ex-boyfriend in one of our neighborhoods in front of her 5-year-old son. These are the deaths due to domestic violence over the last 25 years in our community. As law officers, we know that our contact with domestic violence victims is very brief, and we know that we need to get it right because that's our chance to intervene and stop that cycle of violence. So it is for that reason that the Janesville Police Department formed the Domestic Violence Intervention Team a little over a year ago. And it's that Domestic Violence Intervention Team that stands with me here today. These officers take care of all their duties out in the field, and then they volunteer every day to help our domestic violence victims in our domestic violence investigations. We realized that we were doing a pretty good job of arresting offenders, but we could do more for our victims. We realized that in the midst of the violence and chaos, our victims were not hearing our message of help and a way out of the cycle of violence. So we partnered with the YWCA, the District Attorney's Office, and others to provide these follow-up services. When we went to the YWCA and asked them to partner with us, we were asking a lot. We were asking a lot of their resources. And without question, and immediately, the YWCA agreed to assist us in this effort. Every victim of domestic violence in this community receives a follow-up contact from these domestic violence officers. And we offer the community services. We sit down with them in their homes. We talk about the cycle of violence. We make sure that they're okay. We make sure that the children are okay. More often than not, we take a YWCA advocate with us, and we make sure that we meet the needs of these victims and families. We realize that the PD cannot go this alone, and we welcome the help of our partners. We looked at what's going on in our community, and I'm very guarded when I share this statistic with you, and it's the only statistic I'll share with you today. But year to date, last year to this year, our domestic violences are down in this city 15%. 15%. 15% in an economic environment when we would expect them to go up probably more than that. And it's because of the work of the YWCA, it's because of the work of these domestic violence officers. You'll notice that each one of these officers has a thin blue band on their arm. And this band says JPD Thin Blue Line. And what that represents is the relative few of us that protect this entire community. Tonight we walk for Gracie, Dwayne, Susan, Helen, Karen, Jennifer, Shakria, Erica, their families, and everyone that has fallen victim to domestic violence. And all of you, with your support this evening, are helping us in the YWCA with that Thin Blue Line. Go and have some fun tonight, folks. You're doing great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Moore. Thank you, DBI team. Let's give him another round of applause. Like you mean it! All right, guys in the room, if you got women's shoes on, raise your hand if you're ready to walk around town. All right, I encourage anyone else that's here with them to walk alongside us. I got my kids walking with me. We've got a lot of father, son, daughter teams, wives, girlfriends. Anybody who wants to come with, come on with, cheer us on. I got just a little bit of housekeeping. Once the walkers are sent off, the party's going to really kind of get started. Waiting for us to get back, so guys don't rush and sprain an ankle, but the party will be here when you get back too. But the food will start coming out. Johnny Can't Stop will start playing, all of that. Really two things. Lucy's got a blue little lift thing up here that she's climbing up on right now. Before we all really just take off, I want everybody to kind of assemble underneath her. She's going to go 35 feet up in the air and get a picture of us from up top. That way we can identify you if we got to drag you out later. So we'll have photo evidence. As far as the route goes, all you're making is left-hand turns. You're going out of the parking lot, you're turning left. You go down this street over here until you get past Kmart. You're taking a left. You do not walk on Highway 26. You take a left turn, you're going to cut kind of just either the sidewalk or Kmart's outer parking lot until you get to Highway 14. You're doing the same thing. Take a left, stay in the parking lots, don't go on Highway 14. All right, so you're walking in front of Kmart, in front of the little strip mall, in front of Blaine's Farm and Fleet. You're staying along 14. You get back over here to the stoplight of Pontiac. You're taking another left turn, and you're on the homeward stretch. Thanks again for everybody coming. We're going to have a great time. Please assemble underneath the camera, and let's have a good time. So thank you.